Howdy, partnerinos. Oh, I've just realized I might not be wearing the greatest jumper for a green screen. I don't know if you can see. I will fix this in the edit. However, you can see there's a lot of green on it, so you'll just have to ignore it. It's fine, right? You're not looking at me. You're looking at the glorious gameplay and the gorgeous Red Dead Redemption 2. Thanks, Arthur, for spitting. For this session, we're going to do a couple of things, but first is Bandit 3, which is rob 4 stores in one day. So, it looks evening. So let's first head up to Strawberry, and then we'll go from there, I think. Now, the time was about 11, I think, and I think we probably want to start a little earlier. So,
What do you think you're doing?
Hey there, mister. Yeah.
we shall camp and sleep until morning. The reason being, we need the full day to be able to do it, and I'd imagine there's going to be some riding between various places. We'll try and do the one general store in Strawberry, Wallace Station, which is just down the way. I think there's either a store there. I think there's a store there, because I don't think robbing the train station counts, or maybe it does. Then we'll head to Valentine and try and do 2 stores. That might be a bit ambitious. If we get caught, we'll head on to Rhodes. Alrighty then.
There you go. Hey, mister.
Let's go. I got places to be.
Right. Bandana? No bandana? Bandana.
Hey, massive. I think you better open up that register. No need to be a brute. You'll have all the money.
Thank you.
This truly is a godforsaken place.
Not a huge fan of the bandit challenges. I'm an honourable man in all my playthroughs. Right, we need to get a wiggle on.
Moving.
Get out the way, I've just robbed. I have just robbed the store. Okay, onward to Wallace. It's gone remarkably well. Was expecting... Oh, I'm sorry, sir, I can't help you. Somebody's back there with their leg trapped. I'm probably going to lose some honour. Oh, tits. I've gone the wrong way. Okay.
Out of the damn way.
Bear with me whilst I ride, and ride hard. So, this is being streamed on the day after Ozzy Osbourne passed away, which is very sad. Ozzy Osbourne was my gateway into the metal. I'd obviously heard Black Sabbath and various. My dad had LPs, but I was a young teenager when a friend of mine showed me there were 2 Ozzy albums that he had. He had Down to Earth and Osmosis. Down to Earth isn't the greatest album, but it was the first one that I heard all the way through. Osmosis opens with the likes of Perry Mason, so it's quite sad, but he went out on a high after doing his gig. Right, we're at the general store, bandana up. Oh, I don't like doing this one.
We got a no mask policy in this.
This is a robbery. Open the register now.
See, yeah, I don't like that.
This is mighty fine.
Colored man can never get ahead in life.
Now we need to bolt. Get over to Valentine. Rob the general store, and can we rob a saloon? I don't know, I think it's a bit too risky to do 2 in Rhodes, in Valentine. I think I might do 1 in Valentine and 1 in Rhodes.
I'll help you. You're all right, girl.
Now I need the old wanted crime reported banner to go away before I enter Valentine. No, all good.
Yep.
I think the bandana's working.
Hi there, mister. Morning, mister. Yeah.
We're still in the morning, which is good. Means we've got ample time to complete this. So I guess theoretically, even if you get caught or you don't manage or you die or something, as long as you're within the same day, you can just go and rob another store. Is the hope. Let's have some confidence in our ability.
Hey, partner.
Need to hay partner my way through Valentine to gain some favour back. Oh, I've ridden straight past the general store. Right, here we go. Now I'm expecting shooting. Oh, I've still got my bandana on. All good.
Okay there. Open the register right now. Thank you.
I'm gonna close this shop.
Thanks, chicken.
I've had enough.
Running. Investigating. Hopefully no wanted level. Are we gonna have to ride to Rhodes to get out of danger before we consult a map? Sod it. I'm not riding there. Okay. Final one. Equip the old bandana.
All right, you give me all your money. Open that thing.
Tell you what, if you really wanted a balls to the wall version of this challenge,
Never used to be like this.
do it all in Saint Denis.
You're gonna get dealt with.
Bandit 4, rob any 3 coaches or return any 3 stolen coaches to the fence in a day? We might do that in a bit. There is a trick to that one. Do we have no wanted level? Well, Bandit 3 done. I'd say that's productive. Sip of tea for victory. So I've been doing... Well, previous to this, I've done 3 tedious grind videos, which I don't stream. I just record them, pop them on YouTube, and they take like 2-3 hours a time because you're just grinding the various stupid little challenges that you have to do. They're not stupid, they're immersive, they're good. So there's been lots of challenge progression, but not so much campaign progression. So we're going to do a bit of that. Right now, in fact, with Mary Linton, who is a long-lost love of Arthur's. She sent a letter to camp previously saying she was in the area.
Yes?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you, ma'am. Is Mrs. Linton in?
I'll go see.
He's all sweaty from his ride. A vigorous ride.
Hello, Arthur.
Mary,
I heard you and your friends was around.
you've been made a widow and you come here looking for me, is that it?
No, ain't like that, Arthur. I need your help.
You mean the family that always looked down on me? You want me to help them?
It's my little brother, Jamie.
Oh man, Jamie.
I always liked Jamie, at least compared to the rest of them.
He's broken Daddy's heart.
Daddy has a heart.
Don't make me beg you, Arthur. Little Jamie's joined the Chelonians, that strange religious order.
Good for him.
They're quite mad, Arthur. They'll kill him. You're the only person he'd listen to. Will you help me?
Let's help.
Where is he?
Somewhere out near Carmody Dell, I think.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll owe you.
You already owe me. Come on, girl.
I should probably brush the horse. It's just always filthy.
Yeah, hold still, girl.
Jesus. It's embarrassing.
Here. You alright, girl?
Alrighty, let's go get Jamie, because it's the only campaign mission that is on our map at the moment, and I don't fully understand why. I need a John mission to start so that I can get a scoped rifle to do sharpshooter 6. That's sort of what I'm aiming for. I've just never taken the track of campaign missions, which means that Mary's the only one available. It just doesn't make sense. So I just completed Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Edition and recorded it. And it is being put on YouTube. But now I am without an alternative game to stream and play. And this one does get a bit repetitive. I need at least one other on the go. Now I'm sort of holding out for a game that's coming out supposedly at the end of 2025 called Crimson Desert, which is sort of open worldy, a bit Elden Ring, a bit Witcher. Looks very pretty like this game, which I think I will appreciate. And I'm hoping that the story and everything, even though it's more fantasy based, draws me in. The gameplay that I've watched on YouTube looks very similar to, as I say, Elden Ring with the boss battles that have been released. There's very little on the open world and I think on the story.
Easy.
However, that game doesn't even have a release date yet. And I don't even think I've got a console that will play it. Which is another problem. And a large investment just to play one game. Shell of safety, gentlemen.
Shell of safety. Shell of safety.
Can I speak to the boy?
Arthur?
Hello, son. Your sister is very worried.
Jamie knows the truth. But of course, you may speak with him.
Exactly. If your teachings are so great, what harm can I do?
I'm not coming with you, Arthur.
Come on,
Just
Jamie.
come and speak with Mary. Then make up your mind.
Leave me alone, Arthur. I didn't ask for your help.
Now, the narrative demands that Jamie stays ahead for a while, and he does all this wild stuff on the chase.
Come on, Jamie.
However,
Your sister's worried about you.
this horse looks pretty ridiculous going quickly. Jamie looks like a flea bolting along.
They're just using you. Telling you what you want to hear.
What the hell do you know about it, Arthur?
For Christ's sakes, Jamie, just hold up a minute.
This is none of your damn business.
Just stop and let's talk about this. Damn, we gotta do this the hard way.
Come on, Jamie, you
Come
bellend.
on.
I don't have to answer to you.
You will.
What are you gonna do, Jamie? Live the rest of your life in the...
Oh no! Holy moly! We did a bit of a somersault there. That was unfortunate. Quite embarrassing. Why did the horse not jump? You could laugh, but that would be cruel. Slammed my horse into a fence. Very unpleasant for everyone.
Please, Arthur. I'm a man now. I
Put the
found
triggers in
something.
sport mode for this.
Just a kid. You're making a big mistake.
I'm not taking advice from you. You're an outlaw. You leave me alone. They're good people. I'm warning you, Arthur Morgan. Leave me alone.
Calm down.
Leave me alone.
Now calm down.
Didn't feel like I hit that, but there we go. Poetic
Go
license.
see your sister.
I think I might need to ditch the coat. Arthur's very sweaty.
Okay.
It's okay, kid.
Have I been a terrible fool, Arthur?
Have I been bad again, Mr. Morgan?
Here we are.
Watch yourself.
Causing trouble.
Jamie! Jamie! Come home. Please, Father's been very sad.
Father wouldn't know sadness if it died in his bed.
Oh, Arthur, thank you. Thank you. Oh, you'll never change. I know that.
That woman confuses me and plays me for a fiddle like no one else alive.
I feel like the story
Been a while, girl.
works and needs the likes of Mary. However, Rockstar outdo themselves with a lady we will meet a lot later on.
How you doing, friend?
Hours and hours later. So all the more reason to stick around and watch. Who, in my headcanon for Red Dead Redemption 2, Arthur ends up with. Not that he ends up with, Mary. Spoiler alert? This is Rockstar we're talking about. We've come to Strawberry to get a bounty. Because why not? But the likes of Crimson Dawn and other open world games that have some form of campaign in them, they've got big shoes to fill. Oh man, my other horse is here. What are you doing?
Stay.
I still maintain this game for me, because of the story and the characters in it, is the most compelling game that I've ever played. Joshua Brown.
Word is he's made a home out of an old mine up in the Big Valley Mountains. But you might want to leave that one on the wall.
Let us apprehend this individual. But of course, I say the most compelling story, and I have probably said this 4 or 5 times previously whilst playing the game. It's not just the story, of course, it's the immersion.
Yeah.
It's the world. I have a feeling with the likes of Grand Theft Auto 6, Crimson Desert, and others, Red Dead Redemption 2's open world will start to feel small. I'm not sure whether that's a bad thing. However, the problems that these games have is, as the world gets bigger, placement of NPCs, mini games, that kind of thing, start to become quite repetitive, which then leads the player to beg the question, why bother having it so big if it's just the same? I think Red Dead Redemption 2 does a very good job of balancing the various different landscapes between the little states that it's got. Got all this gloriousness of Big Valley, then the swamps of Lemoyne, and everything in between. The Crimson Desert seems to be similar to Elden Ring and maybe a bit of The Witcher. Witcher, or The Witcher 3, my girlfriend recently purchased. And I know it's an old game. I'm perfectly happy playing older games, because me streaming them and recording them is about my experience playing them rather than other people learning how to play them. Although I do this in a quite a tutorial-based manner. The Witcher 3 might be a good game to sort of insert in between.
Dead end.
There he is.
You got nowhere to go.
Found him.
I ain't here to kill you.
Wouldn't matter if you were.
Triggers are in sport
There's
mode.
only one way out of here, and that's through me.
Come easy.
Ah, damn bounty hunting son of a bitch! Damn you!
Don't run away. We're not done here. Fish on a line.
Turning into a bad day for you. Tie up that shooting arm. Going back to Strawberry.
Embarrassingly, I have failed at that mission previously quite consistently. There's one playthrough where it took me 4 attempts. I'm just not very good at the quick draw.
You didn't even
A bit of a weird mechanic. Oh, yeah. Possibly need to concentrate a bit more, other than riding into a tree. Sorry about that. Now, paying attention where I'm riding. Oh, whilst we're up here, we should try and see if there's a cougar around. For Master Hunter 6, I think. Need to shoot and kill 5 cougars with bow and arrow. And skin them.
Real man would have killed me. That's Big Josh, all right.
Hey!
Uh-oh.
Is that bounty off of you?
I can manage him fine.
Bring it on.
Easy now. Ooh.
Oh, still alive.
You killed all those men. You're not better than me.
Pretty sky. Look at that. You can get a better angle of it. Ooh.
Got Brown here.
Ah, Mr. Brown.
Come on now.
Make him comfortable downstairs.
Seem to have repaired the wall since the unfortunate escape of Micah.
Lock me up. Forget about me.
We won't mention to the sheriff it were me who hooked up the steam donkey to the wall.
Yep.
Very nice. So we'll head up to the old dependable hunting ground for cougars. Possibly camp. Sleep until morning just to make sure. But it was relatively recently that I was up here and found one. So it might be a bit of a fool's errand, but it's worth checking whilst we're up here. If we can get a cougar, it would be a nice way to round this off. Alrighty, let's keep our eyes peeled. Probably get the bow ready. Get past this wagon. There was a snake back there. Keeping an eye on the map. Oh! He's there! Oh! Oh no. Need some dead-eye. No, all good. That was an arrow of the poisonous variety. Nice. I mean, it's not nice to see a cougar perishing. But I mean, we've progressed the challenge. It's good. And that's the second perfect cougar pelt. I should probably donate these to Pearson, maybe? Are they useful in future? If I want to craft something? Well, that's quite a nice way to round this off. Thank you for joining.